There are many ways to help the Boys and Girls Club in the Valley, but this month, the live auction may be the most fun. From cooking with the D-backs to terrific trips. One auction item is actually a whiskey tasting lesson. Whether you've been building up your bar at home or fancy yourself an at-home mixologist, if you want to become a connoisseur of spirits, in particular whiskey, then Brian Goodwin is the man you want to talk to. He joins us now with more. All right, Brian, tell me what's involved with this whiskey tasting auction item.
Well, this is something that we've cultivated, or I've cultivated in the past, that it's not just a standard whiskey dinner. We actually go through 5 different whiskeys in the history of them throughout the world. We've got some wonderful local chefs that are going to be Justin Beckett from Southern Rail and Beckett Stable, and also Bernie Kantak of the Gladly and Citizen Public House. We're certainly going to have other chefs involved pairing food items with each course of the whiskey dinner.
Yeah, that's going to be great. So you have dinner and then you're doing whiskey tasting. And I feel like whiskey is really coming into its own lately too, getting really popular right now.
Very popular, yes. And we have some wonderful whiskeys that are new to the market that we're going to be enjoying that evening. I was one of them. Glenlivet is a Caribbean finished whiskey, and it has a wonderful English coffee note that is unique to many other whiskeys.
And how would you say this dinner and tasting is different than others that you've been to?
Well, typically, a lot of the tastings that I've been fortunate enough to enjoy really focus on the whiskey itself and then the flavor profiles, and you get to enjoy it in that regard. However, this experience is much more unique with that bit of history that you're getting along the way. It gives you, the whiskey, a lot more identity to it as well. It really makes your experience one of a kind.
Yeah, and I know you're in a greenhouse right now, and there's a reason for that.
Yes, so this year, we've had so much success with just the whiskey dinner in the past, and this year, we wanted to add something a little bit more special, and that's going to be a champagne and Tito's brunch the next day. So this really will make it a unique kind of fitting opportunity. Maybe a couple neighbors can get together and do the whiskey dinner at their house one night, and then the brunch at the following night. It's the dinners for 10. And then when we get into the brunch, you can add a few more people because we're doing a little bit more of an open bar setting, unique cocktails, fresh botanicals. We like to pull a lot of fresh ingredients and do kind of bartender, dealer's choice inspired cocktails that are unique to that event. A lot of things that you may never have had before.
This sounds like a blast. I mean, both the dinner and the brunch, but why did you decide to get involved in the Boys and Girls Club auction like this?
Well, I've been involved with the Boys and Girls Club for a few years now, and I think that what they're doing, especially in the Phoenix area, is so important. The amount of hot meals that they prepare for children, especially during these troubling times that we're in, they're keeping them fed, they're keeping their education up. It's really impactful. And I think that with what I've done in the past and what we're contributing this year, we can really bring a lot more to their good work.
Yeah, every dollar does count. Thanks so much for joining us. And everyone, if you want to bid on this big auction item, have fun with your family and friends, all you have to do is go online, visit 12news.com/DIL.